Hola a todos. Today is another live Spanish lesson. Today is November 7th, and we're continuing vocabulary that we had worked on before for family members and uh, family and friends. Before we would looked at the singular form like he, she. Today we're going to look at the plural form for like a they form like ellos, ellas, and we're going to look at some of those more vocabulary for the family in the plural. So I'm going to put a screen share here in just 1 second. And let me get the screen share here so you can see the vocabulary words. Okay. And so I think you can see the screen here. So this is vocabulary that we had looked at previously. So things for like husband, wife, marido, esposa, hijo, hija, hermano, hermana, novio, novia, padre, madre, amigo, amiga. And notice that Spanish does not change for masculine singular or feminine singular. It's all me, M-I. And in the plural, we have, just making sure these are updated. So mis is the plural. So me in the singular and mis in the plural. So mis hijos is my sons. And Spanish also has the particular difference that when you use the masculine plural, it can also be a group of mixed gender. So this could be my children if you say mis hijos. So not only my sons, but it could also be my children. If you are specifying mis hijas, this would be my daughters. It would not be my children in a mixed sense. It would only be referring to the feminine group, mis hijas. But if I had a group of boys or boys and girls as children, I could say mis hijos. And for my brothers, mis hermanos. So again, this could be a group of siblings, so a mixed group of brothers and sisters, mis hermanos, or it could just be all male siblings, so brothers, mis hermanos. If it was just a group of women, sisters, mis hermanas here. And then mis amigos and mis amigas, again, amigos is a group of mixed gender, and amigas would be all women or girls. Mis padres is my parents. So it's again the male plural represents the my mother and father, my parents, mis padres. If I and for my cousins, mis primos, once again that would be a mixed group or all male cousins, and mis primas, this would be all female cousins. And mis abuelos, this is my grandparents for that. Okay. And if I want to specify my grandmothers, I would say mis abuelas for that. Okay. So if I were identifying these people in a singular, I would be using the este and esta and s for the singular. In the plural, I will use estos and estas, and I would use the verb son for the verb to be. So estos son mis hermanos, estas son mis hermanas. So esta es una foto de mis hermanos, esta es una foto de mis hermanas. So changing that hermanos and hermanas, depending on if it's my brothers or my brothers and sisters, or just my sisters. So that's they're a mixed group or that way. Okay. Then moving on here, talking about their likes. So when we are talking about in the singular, we have a él or a ella, and we have le, le in the singular. And le changes to les when it is in referring to multiple people. So so you have a ellos les gusta leer, or simply les gusta leer. And I could have a ellas les encanta viajar, so they love traveling. Les encanta viajar. So you do have to keep in mind, I'll write this below here. So if I said something like she likes the book, this would be a ella le gusta el libro. If I said they like the book, so a group of women, I could have a ellas les gusta el libro. Now, if I wanted to say she likes the books, so this is plural, I could have a ella le gustan los libros. And if I have they like the books, they like the books. A ellas les gustan los libros. So you have to be careful between these le in the singular and les, and also the verb gusta or gustan. So gustan is when this object is plural. So los libros is plural, and el libro is singular. So when the verb is singular, el libro le gusta is the verb pleases one person, and when that one person is le. And when that book pleases multiple people, you have el libro gusta, so les gusta ellas. So it's like a very tiny difference. You need to be careful with Spanish with this verb gustar, where you are talking about is it one person or multiple people, and is the thing that is doing that pleasing, the thing that the people like, is it a singular or plural in there. So I didn't go into those details in the other languages here because this is very specific to Spanish grammar. Okay. Okay, next on here, talking about people's origin, where they're from and where they live. So you have some variations on the verb ser and venir, and for living, you have vivir in that case. So this was in the singular form, and in the plural form, we have this ellos son de. So ellos is a mixed group of people or all men. So ellos son de, or ellos vienen de, or ellas son de, or ellas vienen de. And then you're gonna have all these multiple questions here. De dónde son ellos? De dónde son? De dónde vienen? Vienen. The Spanish, Mexican Spanish usually this V sound is a B sound. So de dónde son ellas? De dónde son? De dónde vienen? Ellos viven en, ellas viven en, ¿dónde viven ellos? ¿Dónde viven? ¿Dónde viven ellas? ¿Dónde viven? So those are all these forms for if this is masculine plural or mixed plural or feminine plural, so just only women for ellas. So you have a couple of these variations that you can ask for where people are from and where they live. Moving on here, if people are married, so in the singular, have es casado or ella es casada. In the plural, we have ellos son casados and ellas son casadas. Son casados, son casadas. Ellos no son casados, son solteros. Ellas no son casadas, son solteras. And I was asking a native speaker, and they were reminding me that when I use just identifying if somebody is married, I use the verb to be, ser, ellos son casados. But if I specify with whom they are married, I would use the verb estar. So I could say, like, ellos están casados con, I don't know, Maria y Luisa, something like that. And in the singular, I could say, okay, my brother is married with Susana, so él está casado con Susana, something like that. Okay. So you do have to be careful between the verb to be, ser, and the verb to be like temporary, estar. So, okay. Then if people have children, we have tiene in the singular, and in the plural we add the letter n, tienen. So ellos tienen dos hijos, ellas tienen dos hijos. Tienen hijos. Tienen hijos. So this doesn't change unless I'm using ellos, ellas, but most of the time Spanish is kind of a pro-drop language, meaning that they dropped the subject pronoun because the verb itself makes it understood that you're talking about in the plural. So ellos no tienen hijos or ellas no tienen hijos. In the Russian lesson, Vadim mentioned that there was a word that would help represent that these two people both had the same amount of children. In Spanish, you could add the word ambos, like meaning both, and I could have ambas with the feminine. So I could say ellos ambos tienen dos hijos, meaning like this brother has two children and this other brother has two children. If I didn't include the ambos, I guess it could be understood that in a total, the two combined have two children. Maybe like one person has one child and the other brother has like a daughter, and then combined they have two children. But if I wanted to specify that this brother has a son and a daughter and the other brother has, I don't know, two daughters, then like they ambos tienen dos hijos. Okay. Next on here with people's names, we have in the singular se llama, como se llama, but in the plural we have se llaman, so we add the letter n, and I have a question, como se llaman. So it's a very, very just simple choice here for that. And their ages, once again with the verb tener, like we had with children, we use tener for the age. So in the plural form here, it would be ellos tienen 10 años, ellas tienen 20 años. And I could ask a question, ¿cuántos años tienen ellos? Or ¿cuántos años tienen ellas? And I could ask also here, ¿qué edad tienen ellos? ¿Qué edad tienen ellas? So I'll put this form as well here for this, ¿qué edad tienen ellos? And for this one as well. So just trying to imagine a brief description. Yo tengo un hermano. I have a brother. Yo tengo un hermano. Él tiene dos hijos. He has two children. He has two sons. Ellos viven en Chicago. So they live in Chicago. Mi hermano es de Nueva York. He is from New York, pero ahora vive en Chicago. He is from New York, but now he lives in Chicago. Vive con su familia. He lives with his family. Él es casado. He is married. Y tiene dos hijos. Mis sobrinos, my nephews, tienen 12 y 10 años. They are 12 and 10 years old. And les gusta jugar con Legos. They like to play with Legos. Y les gusta construir robots. They like to construct robots, for example. También tengo una hermana. I also have a sister. Ella tiene un hijo. Ella tiene un hijo, so she has a son. Él tiene 19 años. So he is 19 years old. Ellos viven en California. Ellos viven en California. Okay. So, and mi hermana es casada. So she is married. And so those are just some expressions to use for talking about these people in the plural form and in the singular form. So thank you very much for watching this brief video. And if you like these videos, please like, share, comment, and please feel free to leave a comment with some practice expressions using these phrases you've seen for the singular or the plural with this vocabulary about your family or friends. And I'll be happy to kind of give you feedback on that. And I look forward to the next lesson here. So thank you for watching. Take care. Have a good day.